Hi, Caspar here on the 18th of February 2024. I've opened a claret. I bought a case of this pre-mer time when we offered it, and I've just taken delivery, just a six-pack. What is it? It's 2012. Château, Malescot, Exupéry, a Margaux. I don't know, it's funny, one becomes attached to certain properties, and sometimes one can't quite remember why one is so attached to them. But this is one of the property I feel some closeness to. Had some good experiences in the past. Style changed. I think before this, possibly in the late 2000s. Becoming much sort of denser, much sort of more extracted, I think. And actually looking at the colour of this, it is opaque. A very narrow mulberry coloured band at the rim. It looks deep and dark and a bit scary actually in the glass. So let's have a smell. It's not got a massive aromatic impact, but what it does have is rather elegant and airy and really nicely defined aromas with a sort of Margaux scent to them that include fresh sort of floral note. It's really rather ravishing, I have to say, and of course very nice, crisp, dew fresh, blackcurrant fruit. It smells really absolutely wonderful. In fact, I opened this 2 hours ago and decanted it half an hour ago. So, I mean, it may well continue to, well, I'm sure it will continue to open up, but it's just a delight at the moment to smell. Hint of sort of nori seaweed about it. Little tiny fraction of smoke. Smell. It's gained an element of complexity with maturity, and as I say, has lovely definition. There's a bit of sandalwood. There's a moment with a fraction of something slightly animal that I just wondered for a second was Brett, but I don't think it is. It's 13% alcohol, which in this day and age is very meagre indeed, but it's so elegant. It's very cool, which is a lovely thing. I'm enjoying it for its coolness. No massive heft to it. What it does have is the remnants of wood which are present. Present both in a flavour profile and in the structure, in that there are some wood tannins there, but the tannins are integrated. And I think the wood tannins have combined with the fruit tannins to form something that's really quite credible. It's modern in style. It's despite that moment of sort of animal appearing, it strikes me as actually a very clean wine, very modern wine, not antiseptic, but very elegant, airy, and quite spotless actually. It's very appealing. I like the structure is not too assertive and matches the elegance of the fruit, the airiness of the fruit very nicely. As I say, the tannins turn into something further through the palate, becomes quite woody. I don't know if that'll ever change. we are going to have it with some red meat next door, and I think it'll go very well. I don't think it wants any particularly strongly flavoured dishes. As I say, it's not a big wine by any means, but it's just charming. It's a charming wine. How often do you say that about claret these days with these huge vintages that are coming along, loaded with alcohol and tannin and yada yada? If anything, I'd like to have seen slightly less oak, but it's quite a fractional thing. It's not a big whack of oak. It's just a little bit of oak in the tannin, and a little bit at the end, a little sort of almost sort of almondy nuttiness at the end. But it's a delightful thing. Gosh, almost a sort of throwback claret, seems to me. Very nice. There we are. That's been 2012 Malescot Saint-Exupéry. A wine I think is starting to drink. Super moment to have my first bottle. I think absolutely no hurry. I think this will go for another decade perhaps. Shouldn't be a problem, I wouldn't imagine, but an absolute delight.